All right, hey everybody. So, welcome to another Wicked movie video. So, for today's video, this is a prediction video, and I wanted to talk about the box office. I wanted to give my very early box office predictions when it comes to Wicked. What do I think it will do at the box office? Now, these are my very early box office predictions, and when we get closer to the release date, especially after tickets have been on sale for a while, especially if there have been any articles that come out talking about the fact that, it's broken a whole bunch of records. I will be making like an updated box office predictions video, but for right now, these are my very early box office predictions. So please keep that in mind. In case you disagree with them, just keep that in mind that these are my very early box office predictions. Um, for opening weekend, I am going to go 50 to 70 million dollars. That I think that it's going to make anywhere from 50 to 70 million dollars opening weekend. And being delusional, like my delusional prediction for opening weekend is 80 to 100 million dollars, is that it's going to make like somewhere in the 80 to 100 million dollar range. I think that people are severely underestimating this movie, with this movie, being a global phenomenon, with the musical being so popular, when you have the cast involved with Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Jonathan Bailey, from Bridgerton, Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum. I mean, like when you have like all these things working for it, I think that it will go. I think it will go like in the 80 to 100 million dollar range. That is my delusional side. My normal side is screaming, 50 to 70 million dollars. The domestic final, like how much will it make here in the U.S. By the end of its run? I'm gonna go over $300 million. I think that it will do that well. That I do think that it's gonna do well over $300 million at the box office here in the U.S. And my overall numbers, when it comes to domestic and international, anywhere between 600 to $750 million. I do think that that will be the final numbers for the film. Now, let me talk about something that I do think that might cause the box office some issues. And that is the behemoth that is coming out a few days later. Because I know like some people are saying like, "Oh, Gladiator 2 is going to affect this." It's not. Gladiator 2 is not going to affect this. Gladiator 2, I just do not see that much of an overlap. That I really do not believe that there's like that much of an overlap, even though you do have some very female friendly, cast members in Paul Mescal and Pedro Pascal, and the fact that I know that there are women out there who do love that first Gladiator movie, and who might be interested in this thing. But I do not think that overall, that Gladiator 2 is going to pose that much of a competition to Wicked. So Wicked's going to come out and do whatever it's going to do, and Gladiator 2 is going to come out and do whatever it's going to do. Like, I do not think that there's like a lot of overlap there. I do not think that these two films will affect each other, unless there ends up being a Barbenheimer 2.0, and that is why Barbenheimer 2.0, is being talked about with Wicked and Gladiator, because again, these are two polar opposite films, which is what our Oppenheimer and Barbie are, or Barbie were. But the thing that I do think that is like the biggest question mark right now, especially after the year that the behemoth that is Disney is having, and Disney is very much proven that there is still life in the mouse, that there is still, there is still very much an audience for Disney movies. There is a movie coming out a few days after Wicked that I think could pose some competition and could end up affecting the legs of Wicked. I'm hoping that it doesn't. But Moana 2 right now is the biggest question mark in the world when it comes to Wicked's legs past opening weekend. I think that Moana 2 is definitely going to be competition. Moana 2 is definitely going to be fighting for the same audiences. And Moana is actually bigger than I think that anybody actually thinks that it is, because it's had like a very amazing life on Disney Plus. There's a reason why they shifted Moana 2 from Disney Plus to theaters. That they really do think that this is like a huge franchise. And yeah, no, like there is like a huge wall coming at Wicked, or Wicked is heading toward a wall, and that wall is called Moana 2. And Moana 2 is actually like my biggest concern right now in terms of Wicked's box office. And that is why if I was in Universal's boardrooms, like I would be saying, you have to move Wicked, like you have to move it up. Like you guys should not have put this so damn close to Moana 2. Like you guys should have released this thing, like that first week of November, give it a couple of weeks by itself instead of like a few days by itself. Yeah, no. Wicked should have had a couple of weeks to itself. It should not have had only a couple of days to itself. Before Moana 2 came out. But yeah, if Moana 2 ends up affecting it, I'm going to go $600 million. I'm going to go 600 or about 550 to about $600 million for the overall final in terms of both domestic and overseas. So to recap, my predictions are opening weekend, $50 to $70 million, the normal opening. My delusional opening is $80 million to $100 million. The domestic final over $300 million, and the overall prediction is 600 million to 750 million, 550 to 600 if Moana 2 ends up affecting it in any meaningful way. But yeah, no, what are your predictions? I do think that Wicked is going to do much better than I think anybody is anticipating. It is a huge global phenomenon musical. People love the musical. You got this amazing cast behind it. You have, these amazing trailers behind it. I do wish they would start marketing this as a musical. I wish they would start putting the singing in the trailers outside of, the voiceovers. But we actually, we can actually see the actresses' mouths move, because when you have Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, like I do not know how they have not done at least like one shot where you can actually see their mouths moving. I'm actually surprised they have not done that yet, because when you have Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, that is exactly what you do to pitch this to an audience. And in case anybody is worried about Wicked because of what just happened with Joker Folie à Deux, these are two separate films. These are two very, very, very different films. They have no bearing on each other. Joker is not going to affect Wicked. Wicked is a known property in terms of being a musical. Wicked is a known property in terms of, being liked as a musical. So, yeah, no. Joker Folie à Deux is going to have zero, zero, zero impact on Wicked, so don't worry about that. In case you're looking at the numbers for Joker Folie à Deux and seeing people blaming the musical aspect, don't get worried about that. Don't overreact to that. Wicked and Joker are on two very different worlds. So go ahead and jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on the After Film series. It ends with us, Hush Hush, The Mister, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Sunrise on the Reaping, Crave, Wicked, The Culpables, Red, White, and Royal Blue 2, Midnight Sun, the animated series, and a whole bunch of other book-to-movie adaptations as we go through the life of this channel. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. Because I was terminated for so long, there's still some stuff from After We Collided that I do have to catch up on, including topic videos, and those are coming sooner rather than later. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights that it has without you guys. And so for that, I'm eternally grateful. I know there are plenty of fans out there, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists or that it's even back from termination in the first place. So please keep sharing the channel. Please keep spreading the word of Charles's Movie Channel, because this will easily be one of the best, not the best, book to entertainment adaptation channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the Book to Entertainment Adaptation channel. I'll see you later, Book to Entertainment fans. Take care, y'all. Love you.